And the thing is, when he bought that Jeep and signed that piece of paper, it cost him $40,000. To sign a piece of paper to legally tie himself to you, it's going to cost him $40. And he still won't do it.
Yes, yes, yes. And women should expect this. People are so tired of this conversation. And the reality is it's just going to get worse. Joseph, welcome to the Coffee Pot. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
I really wish I could skip to the end of this video so you guys can read some of the most disgusting comments I've read in a while. I'll give you a little preview here. For example, this comment that says, I want all his stuff when he dies. I don't want to have to fight his mom over it. And this other comment by another woman that actually turned into a thread, I'll just read her comment. It says, just hit our 10-year mark in marriage. So if we divorce, I get his Social Security. Listen, she's over here bragging about getting this man's Social Security. I'm going to read the rest of this thread because it gets crazy. And God forbid somebody find this woman's husband and send this to him so that he sees this. I wouldn't want that for her. But another woman responds in this comment, turns into a thread. This woman says, if he doesn't remarry, girlfriend, LOL. So she's like, you're not going to get his Social Security if he remarries. And she responds and says, nope, I'm still entitled. If she hits that 10 mark, then we split it. And here's what's crazy about her comment right here. She then follows it up by saying, wild, right? She's like, aren't these laws effed up? Okay, let's get into the actual video. This is crazy. Marriage is a hot topic. Has been. I don't think it's going to change really. I don't know what the future holds when it comes to marriage. We know more marriageable women will be single in the future, but who knows? So if you're somebody who values marriage and you're trying to accomplish that in today's day and age, it's a challenge. The video that I'm about to play to you guys is a woman who's telling other women to make sure that they secure the bag by marrying the women who are dating them. Because the women who she's addressing, she says, are dating very successful men, but for some reason, they're choosing not to marry these women. There are two things going on. She's checking them and saying, yo, these men aren't marrying you. So it doesn't matter the type of lifestyle they're exposing you to. It's not yours. The money is not yours. She's telling them to put that coffee down.
Put that coffee down.
I think there's a lot here to break down. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Marriage is just a piece of paper, and so was the contract he signed when he bought that Jeep, except for when you sign on the dotted line to get married, you're entitled to Social Security benefits, death benefits, insurance coverage, bereavement leave, being able to file wrongful death suits, visiting if your partner go to jail, and then division of marital assets if y'all divorce. And the thing is, when he bought that Jeep and signed that piece of paper, it cost him $40,000. To sign a piece of paper to legally tie himself to you, it's going to cost him $40. And he still won't do it.
Yes, yes, yes. And women should expect this. People are so tired of this conversation. And the reality is it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. Men are more willing to commit to a loan, debt. They'll take that on before they take on a modern woman. Let's keep listening.
Some of y'all are like, well, not all of us strive to marriage. I'm not talking to y'all. Some of y'all are like, oh yeah, well, I didn't get married because I don't want to lose my benefits. Also not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the people that came on here and said that their partner bought a house, a car, multiple vehicles, started businesses before marrying them. That is a red flag, girlfriend. Marriage covers your okay? Marriage gives you legal ties to all the assets that he's getting, because what happens if y'all break up? You are not entitled to any of those assets, my dear friend. Y'all are trying to be lifelong companions, very special friend. Y'all will not be able to make any medical decisions. What happens if he dies? What happens if he's in a coma and there's medical decisions to be made? You have to hope that his family is going to let you make those decisions. And most of the time they won't, baby. Marriage covers your...
All right, so there you guys go. So she's talking about Women who are dating successful men and they're watching these men accomplish things and grow businesses. And she sees women who haven't figured out that, hey, I should probably marry this man. What I see are men who are obviously not stupid because they're successful. They can't be that dumb if they're successful. I see men who definitely know that those women want marriage, but are choosing not to marry them. That's what I see. And that's what you see when you look around. More successful men are just dating for the sake of it and long term, not rotations and jumping from one girl to the next. No, there are guys out here dating long term. And I think this would just become more popular. And they'll be hesitant to lock that woman down. Well, they should do it. It's the right thing to do. What? Do you walk into a store and tell a customer to buy something and stop window shopping and say, hey, you better buy that. It's the right thing to do? No. You just say, hey, he can window shop. As long as the store is okay with him being there and they're not kicking him out, he can window shop. He can try on the outfits. He can go in the fitting room and see what he looks like with it on. And then he can leave and not actually purchase the product. It's the store's job to figure out why that man isn't buying. The same way that it's the woman's job to be like, why won't this man marry me? And far too many times, guys, these men know exactly why. They're not going to share why. They're just going to enjoy the ride for as long as they can because they know you can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. But there are other women out here who are able to lock a man down and drain his pockets, and they're on TikTok bragging about it. Don't believe me? Let's get into some of these comments. You're going to see it for yourself. First comment here says, marriage is just a piece of paper. So is money, but they go after that. Check out this comment. This chick says, got divorced, but marriage got me my alimony. So she's like bag secured. This is a pretty scary comment for a man to read. And I'm talking about the type of man that women are like, where are the good men? Like, they have to still be out there. They read these comments and they're just like, whoa, but marriage got me my alimony. She says my alimony like she planned it. Another woman here says marriage is just a piece of paper, but it is a pretty powerful piece of paper. Here's another comment that says marriage is a contract that protects both parties. No. That's called a prenup. And guys, before you listen to a guy in a comment section who's trying to tell you how prenup works, if you're going to get married, you're better off signing a prenup than you are not. Right? You guys are like, well, prenups don't work. Marriage is not a contract it is not a contract that protects both parties. No. It's not. It's not. Unfortunately, it is not. All right. So we're back to this lovely wife who says, just hit our 10-year mark in marriage. So even if we divorce, I get his social security. He with the laughing emojis. Over here celebrating. A woman responded back and says, if he doesn't remarry, girlfriend, LOL, like it's not that good. And she responds and says, nope, I'm still entitled. If she hits that 10-year mark, then we split it. Wild, right? She can't believe this shit. She's like, can you believe these laws? Can you believe this shit exists? We can claim to be strong, independent, powerful, not need men, and still get this? Last comment here says, LMAO, heavy on checkmate. That comment has 90 likes. Insane. Another comment here says, put it this way. He signed contract for the car because he wants to keep it. He doesn't want you. I agree. Somebody else here says, I want all his stuff. Oh, yeah. Remember this one? I want all his stuff when he dies. I don't want to have to fight with his mother over it. Somebody else here, chick says, point is to start a life together, not watch him grow his own life. That's, again, back to my point earlier. That's the future, man. A lot of these chicks are going to be strung along, unfortunately, by successful men because they're at the point where they are afraid of marriage. Here's another comment by a stay-at-home mom who says, if a man puts you in the position to lose or be worse off if you leave him, then he doesn't love you. Love provides security. Now, I actually agree with this whole statement. Yes, I agree. If his goal is you're in a worse position, I do agree. Right? I even agree with the part where she says, if you leave him. Yes, but I only agree with it if he's also happy with the outcome after you've decided to leave him. If he's happy and he's like, oh shit, okay, I'm not completely effed and you're happy, cool. That's the goal of the prenup, by the way, is to provide a situation where not one person, usually the man, isn't completely effed. Somebody else who says, yeah, I'm good on marriage. It's not worth the risk. This is a woman who said this. And some people come to that conclusion, and you're allowed to make that decision for sure. I understand. It's very understandable. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you as always for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.